See, I shanked it. I shanked it. All right, here's what we're gonna do. And we should all do this some way, shape, or form. Find an instructor, get it done, figure it out, create it on your own. We have to do it. We're doing the Trackman Combine today to get a reality check on where our game, well, my game today, is at. I'm gonna show you the real truth behind MrShortGame, which look, I'm a little nervous about, to be honest with you, because while I was warming up, I shanked a 60-degree wedge, almost missed the entire screen. So that is still in the realm of possibilities here. So I'm not a good test taker. Hopefully I can muster up enough courage to get it done for you. Anyways, hope you like this video. And if you do, make sure you hit that like button. And it would be cool if you would consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos that come out. It's 60 shots in this combine. We've got a 60 yards, 70 yards, 80 yards, 90 yards, 100 yards, 120 yards, 140, 160, 80, and a driver. All right, so I'm gonna hit 60-degree wedge, 54, 50, pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron, 6-iron, driver for my shots, all right? So we do 3 shots, and then we move on. And then we do 3 shots at 60 yards, 3 shots at 70 yards, all the way up to driver, and then do the whole process again 2 times through. It gives you your average distance away from the hole, calculates a score for you, and then tells you how horrible you really are. So let's do it. Little warning, it's a little more difficult to hit the touch and feel shots while hitting into a screen versus hitting in real life, okay? So if you can get this done, do it in real life. It's gonna be better, but you do have to have a good feel to do it indoors. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get to it. 60 yards. Yards. Now I'm going to 54-degree wedge, and I'm doing the first shot, the first swing I did with the 60. That's kind of the feel. Okay, 90 yards. A 100-yarder now. I'm going 50-degree wedge, and I did a video on how to stick the 100-yard shots recently, so be sure to check that out. Hopefully I can pull it off when it matters. Here we go. 100 on the button. 4 feet from the pin, I love it. 120, this is my pitching wedge. So pretty stock shot here. This should be a pretty stock 8-iron. Oh, 100 points. Yes, that's pretty good. We're going 6-iron here. Driver time. Ooh, that one good. Good one. So now we do it a second time through, which is going to be easier and more difficult at the same time, because what you're doing is you've just cranked up your swing to the full swing, and now you got to kind of dial it down just like on the course and get precise. 60, 70, 80. And you're trying to call back on memorizing what was the shot that got me the right distance, feel it, and just try to trust in that. I shanked it. I shanked it. So I highly suggest you go find your local pro with the Trackman that can take you through this. This is going to be good. So it's going to show you where you need the most work on your game and give you an idea of what, well, it'll tell you specifically of where, in terms of your irons up to driver, where you need to spend the most practice. Now, this isn't going to take into calculation how good am I right around the green, which that's kind of my specialty, really close to the green and putting. So, you know, it'll give you like, oh, you're a blank handicap at the end. It's gonna show us what I am based on these numbers. And I think the pros, the PGA Tour guys, are scoring in the low 90s on this. So we'll see where I'm at. And again, you know, it factors in a lot of like ball striking and accuracy with the scoring clubs, which is great. All right, so my score on this bad boy was a 73.8. What does that mean? I don't even know. It says I'm a 3 handicap. That's pretty close. I'm usually right around 2. I'm like a 2 point something index, and I shoot consistently par, roughly. Sometimes I'm under par, sometimes I'm a little bit over, depending on obviously how well I played. So I'm usually right around there. So it's pretty accurate. Let's look at my game. Wow, that 60-yarder needs a bit of work. Didn't help by like, well, I shanked one of the 80 yards, I think. So it's funny, like that 60-yarder, that short guy, that's why you don't lay up to 60 yards, because it's not, you don't have the best feel there. Or a little bit further away, which is more of my full 60-degree wedge. I was pretty good there. But then we go to the 54, and it's the same swing as that first shot, that 60-yarder. I'm using the same swing, different club. Not that accurate there, because it's hard to feel exactly where you're at. And then I go to the 90-yarder, which is the same swing as my 70-yarder, but with a different club. Again, I did pretty well there. And then up to 100, well, then I switch clubs again, do that 50-degree wedge, and it's the same swing as the 90-yarder, but with that 50-degree wedge. So I'm pretty accurate with that swing. So taking that to the golf course, now I would say, look, that's the swing I need. 1, don't lay up to 60 yards. 70 yards is cool, and 80 yards, don't go to that shorter swing. Maybe just go after that something a little harder, like maybe do that 60-degree wedge again and just take a fuller swing. I might have more accuracy there. So I would try to mess around with that a little bit. Then at 120, like that 3/4 pitching wedge, that's that same swing again, did pretty well. That 9-iron from 140 is the exact same swing as the others, pretty accurate there. And then I'm getting into more full shots at 160, that 8-iron. One of my higher scoring segments was that 8-iron. That 6-iron, obviously, as you get to the longer irons, you're probably not going to be as accurate as the shorter irons. So had a little rough patch there, and then that driver was not bad. So all in all, really good. What I need to get better is those shorter clubs inside 100 yards. I've got to get those 2 segments that are super low up. So that's where I need to focus and practice. But also know this, when you go to the golf course, don't lay up there. If you're going for a par 5 and 2 and your miss is going to leave you 60 yards, don't go for it. All right? Don't do that. And then let's say I do lay up to 80 yards. Well, I'm not going to hit my 54-degree wedge from that distance right now. I'm going to maybe go on a full 60. So just that swing isn't working for me. So this tells you a lot, and tells you like, hey, if you can up a couple of those numbers and then get some of the others just a little bit higher, that 3 is going to go to like a scratch or a plus. So that's my goal. That's my job. It's my mission in life. And we all have that desire to get better. So do the Trackman Combine, do it somehow. And if you can't, then just go to the course, try to take this, what you saw here, and try to like score yourself on how far you are from those targets. and do it kind of manually yourself. But if you can, find somebody with a Trackman, 30 minutes, an hour lesson, it's well worth it. It will help more so than, let's say, investing in new equipment. Like, do this first. Get your game sharp before you spend a lot more money. This is cheaper than like a new driver or something. So something to give it a try. Hope it helps. Love you guys. Good luck out there. See you in the next video.